Hello everybody, I'm Krasi, and today I will talk about the astrological remedies. In astrology, the remedies and how to help yourself. I have a video, different videos on herbs, on gemstones, and everything. All this is important and has particular role, of course, in our lives when we have the knowledge of their use. However, I wanted to make just a summary on this, on the way you can help yourselves. First of all, knowledge is power. It is power for sure, because when you have knowledge of your horoscope and a detailed knowledge, like what the powerful features of your charts are, what features you need to emphasize on, then you certainly can come up with the remedies yourself. So knowledge is power, and to me, the first very important point for you is to have your chart known to yourself, analyzed, to a really detailed degree, not just an overview. And then another very important thing is that we should know that part of the remedies, the most important remedies, are in our hands now, from this moment to any moment. And it is about our behavior, the way we treat others, the way we treat ourselves, because now in this incarnation we are building up, we are creating our karma that in the next incarnation, in the next life, we will be responsible for. Then we will need to pay off the lessons that we failed or that we haven't learned now, or the good that we piled up in this incarnation we will benefit from next life. But also, since there is this knowledge and version that the time has kind of fastened, became like everything that is happening is faster. Maybe you have this, you noticed this yourselves. Like, if we do empathic, merciful, good deed, if we help others, the good will find us already in this incarnation, already tomorrow. And the same would be if we do bad. Then we will pay off also in this incarnation, tomorrow, today. So it is not happening like if our ancestors did a very bad thing, that we as their grandchildren will pay their debts. No, we're paying already now in this incarnation. So we need to be very responsible for every word we say, because you see, in the Indian Vedic culture, but not only, but the Indians talk a lot about this. We create mantras with every word we say. So we need to rethink, we need to be very responsible for every word we say. So the way we speak, the way we prize nature, the more we are connected with nature. I know nowadays it is difficult because the whole matrix is against this. The whole routine around us is against us connecting with the nature, connecting with our divine source, path, cosmos, multiverse, just name it. The whole nature with the poisons, with the poisonous food is against us. But since we know, we have the notion, we have the knowledge, and we know what we want, no one can stop us. Surprising nature. And you can see my other video with the conversation with the Guru Prash Trivedi. He repeated the same thing, which I'm so glad he repeated, because I had the same feeling that this is the right thing to do. So very important is to help others, to be very empathic to people, to give them hope, to help them the way we can, either by saying encouraging word, or by helping them with every source and possibility we have. And then another thing is really to prize the nature, to plant if we can, if not, to be connected with the trees, with the plants. Also, the way if we have knowledge that the food we eat is part of it consists of dead animals, we're also responsible for this, for helping the industry to kill more animals. So this is also part of our karma, part of what we're building up to receive the results in this incarnation already, and part of it in the next. So these are very important remedies, even without knowing your chart. But if you know your chart, then it is very interesting to tell you some things which are about when, for example, you see that you're having afflicted planet or debilitated planet that is causing the main lessons for you. Then, of course, you can help yourself with giving a kind of tribute or respecting more this particular planet. And this is not very difficult. I already spoke about this in other videos, but let me remind you. So we know that every day of the week is ruled, like every month is ruled by planet or divinity, according to the ancient Mesopotamian mythology. But let's be more specific about the days. So every day has a ruler. For example, Monday is ruled by the moon, Monday, moon. Tuesday is ruled by Mars. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. Friday is ruled by Venus. Saturday, Saturn Day, is ruled by Saturn. And then Sunday is ruled by the sun. Actually, in English, the roots of this, the etymology of these words comes from, I think, Celtic mythology something. But in French, for example, if you pronounce them, they exactly will link to the planet. So it's easy for those who speak French. But however, in English, these are the days. And then the first hour after sunset, for example, on Monday, when the sun is rising, the first hour of the Monday, of the day of the moon, will be ruled by the moon. And so on, but I will make separate video. I want you to make use of these basic principles, but later on I'll make separate video on how to know which are also the planetary hours. But now to tell you the basics. And then you're having, for example, this is about every day, like you have Friday ruled by Venus, but on the first hour after sun rises is also ruled by Venus. So if you have this knowledge, you can wear the colors of Venus, which would be what? Pink, nice colors of flowers, what Venus likes. You can put, for example, perfume, which has these fragrances of flowers, of roses. Oh, this is Venus. And then you can really address the Venus, Ishtar, Inanna, the ruler of the day. If your Venus is invisible in the chart, if debilitated. So this is a way that you really increase your Venusian qualities, like you bring into your life more powerful Venus, and you're connected this way with the sky. This is valid pretty much for every planet. Moon, the moon likes what? Pearls, white, white color, some with gray and blue. This is the moon. Imagine only the color of the moon. I also look at my video on the herbs, look at my video on the gemstones, but I will make more and more on this because it is so important in this knowledge. It can be applied into our everyday lives. Mars is red, chilies, red color, dress in red, prize Mars. Then we go to Mercury. Mercury, green, blue. He's changing, but still green, very nice. Jupiter, yellow, white yellow. This yellow, which is more milky yellow, is also Mercurium. Such colors. Then you have, which one we missed? Venus, I told you. Saturn, black, dark blue. And you know which is the day of the planet and which is the hour of the planet. So that when you know that this planet needs more attention in your chart, for example, you need discipline, and your Saturn is seriously afflicted or debilitated, and you know he's causing you some lessons to learn. Then you, on the Saturday, you can dress in dark blue. You can wake up in the morning when the sun is rising, and you can address Saturn with your simple request and prizing for softening his energies. You show understanding of his energies, because when we understand the natures of the planets and also the fixed stars, but this will be another story that I will tell you, then we can have these lessons and these energies influencing us in a softer manner. Now, of course, knowledge is power, and the more you know about your chart, like, you know, the master being Sadunu, the Bulgarian master being Sadunu, who came to, like, just to introduce the era of Aquarius, because we are not in Aquarius yet, not at all. We need another 300 something years to go until we enter Aquarius, but the influences are felt, of course. So he would say that everyone should be astrologer because of this knowledge of how to soften the energies of the planets that are influencing, and this understanding of the sky and connection with the nature is key for our lives now, in this time, in this incarnation. So, of course, remedies, gemstones, astrological talismans, which are made from the right herb, gemstone, metal, so they can be very, very helpful as well. So, but all this comes and should start from knowledge of your chart. Because if, for example, one would have too powerful Saturn, and this Saturn would afflict the moon, and this person would go through enormous anxieties and fears due to this affliction of the moon, and this person, without having knowledge, would wear the gemstone of Saturn, this would only increase the power of Saturn and would be afflicting his moon more, and therefore his or her anxieties and fears would be even more vivid and felt. So therefore, knowledge is power, and we never have enough of knowledge, of course, but it is important that we start with understanding with our charts. So herbs, gemstones, metals, colors, knowing which days are ruled by which planets, also planetary hours. I will make another video on the planetary hours. It is very important. This is very important, but as a start is our attitude towards others, towards the nature, towards connecting with the nature and our higher selves. It's never late to begin. We can begin now, today, tomorrow. We all made mistakes, but if we realize and if we just start prizing nature and doing all this for our own good, it's already wonderful. So with this, I'm completing this story on the remedies. I hope it was useful. In case that you like to have very detailed analysis of your chart so that you know how to help yourself, feel free to contact me. Also, feel free to comment. Your comments are really very welcome. Thank you.